Hello, Udans. This is my third video on the series of Epikoros, and today I'll be sharing with you Epikoros on religion. And I hope you will enjoy. You did enjoy the first and the second video. The first was the introduction on Epikoros, and the second was the top 10 quotes of Epikoros. And now I'll be sharing with you Epikoros on religion, and I hope you will enjoy this as I have done enjoying doing this this presentation. So before we go further, I would like you to be our partner and be a Udan, and in the future you will be enjoying more of the videos, and you'll be enjoying more of the presentation that I'll be preparing, uh, more on the lives of philosophers, their philosophies, and anything about life. And I hope you like and you comment and subscribe and hit the notification bell for you to get notified every time I have a new video. So rest assured that every week I'll be publishing a video, nightly videos in Philippine time, uh, Friday nights, Sunday nights, and Wednesday nights. So all of these videos are prepared on the weekends, and I've been uploading it on this schedule. So again, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I hope we can see each other on every presentation. So the first thing that I noticed in the writings of Epikoros is Epikoros did not believe on the immortality of the souls. In fact, in his writings, in the principal doctrines, he said that death is nothing to us, for what has been dispersed has no sensation, and what has no sensation is nothing to us. Here, in short, Epicurus considered death as nothing. In some of his writings, he expressed that while we are living, death cannot harm us. While we are dead, also death cannot harm us, because we do not have sensation anymore. And in fact, he emphasized in his writings that when we are dead, we cannot feel any sensation, and when there is no sensation, souls cannot exist. Without the body, the soul cannot exist. So thus, when body dies, all dies. So it's a dead end. It's a dead end. And another quote in his letter to Menoetius said, "Death, therefore, the most dreadful of evils, is nothing to us, since while we exist, death is not present, and whenever death is present, we do not exist." So death is just like a doorway between life and death. But in all spaces, in all areas, whether life or death, death has nothing to do. That is how Epicurus understood death, and thus death does not affect the way he looks at life. So he can live more happily and more satisfied, knowing that death is just simply a doorway, and I said there's nothing to do with with living, and even in his condition being dead. So the next one is that the body has no sensation once the soul departs. This is what I'm saying a while ago, that it is not possible to imagine that the soul existing and having sensation without the body. This is found in the letter to Herodotus. So most of his letters content about what death is all about, how death could affect the living. So Epicurus, throughout his writings, he emphasizes that there is no such thing as immortality of the souls, unlike what religions are believe. Many religions believe that there is life after death. Once we're dead, something still exists with all the sensations, with all the the knowledge of life after death. But Epicurus denied those things, and it is clear that Epicurus rejected the immortality of the soul. So therefore, the dead are dead, as in dead. There's nothing. And then on asceticism, I'd like to share that, they want to live a life without attracting attention. That's why their tectum is live unnoticed. So live your life without attracting attention. However, Epicurus is seeking for, a life of happiness. And what does it mean when they do not want to attract attention? Said in the Vatican saying, in his writings found in the Vatican saying, we must free ourselves from the prison of everyday affairs and politics. Epicurus is saying that. So meaning to say, they want to be free. They want to be free from the normal everyday affairs, much more with politics. That's why most of the Epicureans are not participating in the political affairs. So if a true-blooded Epicureans does not really participate on any political affairs. They do not want to be known if they are helpers, if they really help the society. They even do not let somebody know. And for them, living unseen is freedom, and they can enjoy the life that they want to enjoy. So Epikoros and his friends withdrew from the world to enjoy the world. It is quite conflicting, right? But for Epikoros, living and doing something, what the world is doing during his time, joining the politics. If you want to have an impact into the world, meaning have joined into the politics. But I think Epikoros have seen the ugliness of the politics during his time, knowing that somebody was dead, like Socrates was murdered because of politics. And in fact, Plato did not even like to join being a politician during his time, and chose to become a teacher of philosophy and trained a philosopher king. This is what Epicurus experienced with the Peloponnesian War, with so many wars that he experienced. Pretty sure Epicurus wanted to withdraw his life to a life of he conceived as people with friends and intimates, uh, a place where he can stay and he can enjoy life. He can have the fullest of life in what he called the garden, a school where there is a kitchen and a garden where you can freely enjoy the beauty of the garden. At the same time, you can enjoy eating good food. So uh, this is what Epicurus perceive as a world of happiness, a world of fun, outside from the world of politics and outside of the world of war and all of these things. So the asceticism of Epicurus is far different from the asceticism of the Middle Ages, that they will stay in the caves and endure so much pain in life. But Epicurus simply withdraw something from what is that causes that causes the world into chaos, that causes the world into so much troubles and problems. But instead, he created a world that could probably solve and ease the pain of the suffering community. So that's why Epicurus built the school that he calls a garden, where there's a kitchen, there is a garden that everyone can enjoy, other than going to war, uh, fighting in the agora, arguing with people, and participating in any war and killing each other. Now, the third one and the last is on the belief of God. For according to Epicurus in the letter of Minutius, for the God exists, of them we have distinct knowledge, but they are not such as the majority think them to be. Now, for Epicurus, the way we think about God varies accordingly on how we experience things. In addition, he said, for they do not maintain a consistent view of what they think the gods are. The impious man is not he who confutes the gods of the majority, but he who applies to the gods of majority's opinion. You know, furthermore, Epicurus said that his theory about God is that God is just simply a shared knowledge of men. Of all philosophers, I think Epicurus is one of the first who is like an atheist, or does not believe on God, but rather the belief on God, he wanted to express that the belief on God is simply a shared knowledge by men. It is not an objective thing. The belief of God for him is not objective, but rather it is an interdependent objectivity of by believing among the community, or among men, or among a group of men, and it varies accordingly. And sometimes we adhere to the belief of the majority of people, of how they believe on a particular God. So that is how Epicurus wanted to, teach to his what he called students, the friends or the intimates, that God is believed to be agreed upon in a certain community, and the more people believe on that kind of God, the more the minority may be convinced that this God really exists. So for him, it is just a shared knowledge, but not an objective thing, but rather an intersubjective belief, and that qualifies Epicurus as an atheist, and that's why Dante, accused Epicurus of you know of of being an atheist, being in the sixth circle of hell, and that's makes me sad because he's just a thinker. So for the next presentation, please stand by on Plato, an introduction, and I will be discussing the fourth in the series of Epicurus presentation, Epicurus and business. And I hope you will enjoy this video. And again, like, comment, subscribe, and do not forget to press the notification bell for you to be notified on our next video. And may the force be with you. Adios, students, and see you next time.